Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a relatively chill Thursday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Yo, evening, Vince. How are you doing? I have people outside my apartment harassing me. Welcome back to the stream, Wisp, but that kind of sucks to hear about. What do you mean they're harassing you? Well, I mean, aside from the harassment, I hope everything else is going okay with your day. My day's been alright. Nothing special. Pretty down key, which is fine. I need to... Honestly, like, I still haven't been getting a lot of good sleep lately. And I think it's catching up with me. But, I just intend to do all of my sleeping this weekend, so that's my plan going forward. Chug through the last work day of the week tomorrow, and then just do a bunch of sleeping over the weekend. They've been going at it for 3 hours now. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean going at it? What are they trying to do? I've got my mellow jazz playing too. Maybe that's also contributing to the down. Not down as in sad, but just the slightly low energy mood. Hey Lulu, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good night too. I'm going to... It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done this one. But I've left my kingdom in neglect long enough, so let us let us get back into governing my kingdom here as best I can. Devin, yo, Chris, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? How's everything going in your world? Oh, it feels like it's been forever since I played this. Do we want to continue the last game? Are we still I think it's we're on the second. Vanja. I can't even remember which kingdom this person belonged to. Was this a Grandee? Was this a Grandee that won last time? Do we still want to do... I guess we do, because Lulu is on like her... Lulu is on her like 8th character. We got to keep that chain going. This is subsidized housing, so we get a lot of harassment. But, like, who's harassing you? Yo! Maniacal Toaster, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Hello, it is me, and fuck, god damn it, god fucking damn it, why? Just not be awful, it's not hard, just be better, god damn, that's how my mental state has been, lol. Well, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, but welcome back to the stream, and I hope things get a little better for you, at least in the immediate future. Look at her. She's just sitting there staring at me. Oh, I called her out, so now she had to walk away. She was sitting there just staring at me menacingly. The only silver lining I can think of is none of this shit is our fault. If you're talking about the presidential stuff, then yeah, I'm already adequately doom-pilled for that, so I'm trying my hardest to just keep myself mentally distracted. Hey, Chris should watch on Twitch with us so he could derail Devin's kingdom. Why is it always derailing? You can also team up with me too. Together we can rule this land. Typing up something for you to pin. 1 sec. Okay. Pin in the Twitch chat. I think you're a mod. You should be able to pin it too. Some asshole who is the male equivalent of a Karen. Oh, jeez. Is it fund option amount or fund amount option? I think it's fund option amount. I mean, again, it's been a while since we played this, so I kind of forget a little bit of the basics, but I think it is fund option amount. If you heard what I have heard, you wouldn't go outside to see who it is. Fair enough. Well, I guess just stay safe. Keep your doors locked or whatever. Cool, I'll change if I'm wrong. I was kidding about the derailing. I know you weren't kidding. Hey, first time chat from Nasukin. Welcome to the stream. Joining with the Grandies. Vince and Nasukin on the Grandies. Wisp and Toaster for the Chiefs. Awesome. Thank you for pinning that, Lulu. Awesome. Alright, and Lulu, as usual, stands alone. Lulu the 5th, who honestly I think is actually... What do we settle on? Is it really the 7th? Was it really Lulu the 7th? What the hell was that? Hey, y'all chill out there. I'm technically the 9th. Oh boy, well, let's see how many kills we can get on you this time. Oh, this is a brand new Monarch, okay. Where do we leave off? I guess the Chiefs have no trade. And the Grandies have all the trade. The Counts are just kind of in the middle. Chiefs have no farming, Counts have literally no farming, and the Grandies are on top there. The North has the military as usual, the Counts have kind of one, Grandies don't. Chiefs don't have faith, Counts oddly do, and of course the Grandies do. And then none of them are really defiant, so... Alright, middling stats. Nothing to be really concerned about right off the bat. But I died 3 times in end credits, which I guess doesn't count. Then I died once or twice that just didn't stick for some reason. That's kind of what I remember. I just couldn't remember how many times that happened. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Guilum. I can't even remember what that dude was like. Who the fuck was King Guilum? He wasn't one of my guys. He was a usurper too, but I can't remember what faction he was. But you must still answer the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. But it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright. Require that everyone wear black and listen to dreary Eastern music. Wait, this guy is like a goth kid? Okay, I don't know if that would raise defiance in my circles. I think that might, why would that raise defiance and lower stability? I think for everybody I know, that would pacify them and make them a little bit more stable. Force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Throw the monarch into a river, or troops shall bear the monarch through the streets atop a shield. Alright, well, I guess I won't meddle in this one. I'll let you guys choose. He was a grandee. Battle nuns were a home team. Okay, it makes perfect sense for the counts to vote for the goth option. Force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Okay, more dreary music. Wisp, Toaster, you have some input on this before I close the voting? Does Wednesday Addams dance? I have not seen that show yet. I still have not seen that. Wisp, Toaster, going once. Going twice. All right, I guess the goth dance. Oh, Wisp snuck in to vote for the blood oath. Just because I haven't seen it before, I'm gonna do the goth dance. Holding with Easter traditions, you make sure that the coronation is a muted affair. Black clothes, whispered oaths, solemn music played on a pipe organ. The chiefs and grandees find it irritating, and the common folk, who'd been expecting a party, find it baffling and depressing. But by Xenia's ashes, the tradition is important. Okay, that was just bad all across the board. Anybody watch the new Tomb Raider show yet? I didn't even know there was a new Tomb Raider show. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Oh, this guy. Okay, I guess that makes sense about the goth dance. This guy is from the east. Yeah. I didn't even think you guys want. Oh wait, no. Hold on a second. I think that king, the last game we played, wasn't that the monarch that was like spirited away to some other planet or something? Now, just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme. What if I govern for the good of the whole kingdom? I'm monarch now. You can't push me around. This guy has the face of somebody who would say something like that. I'm merely reminding you where your loyalties lie. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. All right, let's talk to the north. Chief Haunted Wisp. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with our lot. Grandee Vince. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. All right. Emmanuel. What do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan just in case. It's set in the same timeline as the game Devin was recently playing. Oh, okay. Wait, where is it at? Where can I watch it? Ad? Got an ad on my phone, but not on desktop. Okay. I didn't even see that an ad was running. I don't even see it on the... Why is my view all weird looking? Hold on a second. Something weird is going on here. Oh, I don't know why that's happening. Okay, well, never mind. Little Caesar ad scared the shit out of me. Ad over. Okay, cool. Netflix. They dropped the 8-episode series last night. Oh, so it's a brand new series. Just debuted. Okay, interesting. Maybe I'll give it a watch later. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, I'm a weird goth guy from the east, so I feel like peacekeeper, military, authority, trade. Let's go with trade. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Let me move my thing over here so I'm not blocking the Wait, what happened there? All right. Haley Atwell plays Laura. Thank you. I couldn't see our stats. Okay, cool. Sometimes I forget about moving the camera like that. Vazil of the Lulu Deadly Dynasty, notorious Eastern Elder, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. Most excellent. Vanja now sits the throne, and the counts are in charge, as they should be, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? I guess this is just you, Lulu. The lone Eastern noble. Loyalist, aid the monarch. Sorcery, raise authority, or intimidation, raise stability. Alright. Loyal to the crown. Which makes the most sense. Why usurp the throne if you're just going to usurp the person you put on the throne? That settles it then. Long live the monarch. May they bring glory and honor to the east. We can always change our minds. If Vanja ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way. Even if it's not our usual fare. The Count's goal is to aid the monarch by countering other regions' schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they could still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Okay. I got you, don't disappoint me. You gotta stay alive long enough to be disappointed, that's the thing. Shalin of the Maniacal Toaster clan, notorious Northern Elder, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter monarch Vanja. How do we make that happen? Alright. This is, Wisp and Toaster. Although I don't know if Toaster's around. You think he might be, face down a bowl of cereal. Hornblower. The chiefs plan to dig up Oddheld's legendary hoard and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the night. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less. In 4 seasons, 12 or less? Well, I guess it's the Grandies that's the issue there. Last second there. Zeremia, didn't we already deal with her? Zeremia of the Nasukin lineage, eccentric southern firebrand, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandies of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright. So this is Vince and Nasukin. Either subterfuge, lower stability, uprising, raise treasury, or fervor, raise own farming. Fervor? How does raising your farming cause a fervor? Devin, what is the kingdom goal? I was putting dinner in the oven when you chose. Raise trade. I chose raising trade. Alright, it looks like it's unanimous for fervor. The Grandee claimant Zerbia has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next queen. She has promised a first miracle, food for all. To advance their schemes, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, they've already accomplished that. Alright, so the North has to lower all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. The counts are loyal to the crown. And the Grandees have to raise their farming to at least 5 in 4 seasons, of which they are already past. Which law do I want? Royal Gamble. Stop the count. Reverse voting. I guess I'll do reverse voting. I am the darkness that swallows the night. Alright, Darkwing Duck. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber as bold as brass. Hello, your badge. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Oh, me? Name's Quacky Tony, your badge. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knight? I reckon you could field some aerial troops that totally dominate the battlefield. Before Quacky Tony could further explain, your marshal burst in the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Just kick him out. I beheaded him last time. Last time I cut his head off, but this time I'll just send him out. Arms behind your back, scumbag. The peasant is dragged from your bedchamber, still babbling about bird knights. When the marshal returns, she looks grim. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. The monarch knows better than anyone that our knights will keep them safe from danger and from improper grammar. I always go. You know what? I always go with the battle nuns, but I think I will remain loyal to the East. I'll make the arrangements at once. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Alright, well, I gotta work on this defiance now. The North and the Grandees did not like that. Femboy army for the win. I guess the commander is a woman, so maybe she's the femdom that rules the femboy army. Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the winter feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. The winter feast, what's that? 10 days of drinking, eating, fighting, competing, drinking, singing, stamping, drinking, and drinking, Your Majesty. All will take place at the coldest time of the year as the snows bury us in, but you won't need to wrap up warm. That's what the whiskey is for. You know what? I've done the Grandees one. I think I did the one in the East. Yeah, I did the one in the East. That was like that weird masquerade. I haven't done the North yet, so I'll do theirs. Ha, can't wait. Winter Feast is a special time of the year. You'll see. Please move the chat box up a tiny bit. It covers the name of the speaker. I'll move it up there. Not enough drinking. Oh, a hordling attack. Let's see what's going on down here. Grandi Nasikin. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. Why can't you Grandies help out? I have no time for such petty problems. I'll assemble the council. Get your fellow Grandies help out. My plight is of no interest to them. It's a hordling. Grubby little creatures like fat green babies with claws. Hard to kill. Fire is the only way to get rid of them permanently. Whatever you do, we should do it soon. They're eating all of my grapes. The Grandies and their damn grapes. I guess I'll assemble the council. Alright, what should be done about the hordling infestation at Grandi Nasikin's vineyard? A. Burn the vineyard with the hordlings inside. B. Strong-arm the other Grandies into sending help. Or C. Hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate. I don't really have that much money to be tossing around. You know, basically half of what I have for a guild investigation. I'm gonna veto that option so I can keep my money. I'll let you guys vote on the other two. Oh, that first one sounds pretty dire. I know, Suki, that first one sounds pretty dramatic. Alright, Lulu and Nasikin are on the side of strong-arming the other Grandies, as is Vince. Guess we have a winner. When the Grandies grudgingly send their token force, a slaughter ensues. The Hortlings put up a meager fight before scurrying into the hills. Well, why is their defiance going up? They solved a problem in their region. Peculiarly, the Grandies discover that the Hordlings filled Grandi Nasikin's wine cellar with spoons. So many that it's almost impossible to move down there. It will take some time before... It takes some time before the vineyard is back up to full production, but Grandi Nasikin is grateful for the help. Oh, he gained a little bit of money out of that. Still trailing Vince. Oh, Jesus. Haunted Wisp is loaded. All right, we got to tax. We got to tax the north there. Wisp is hoarding a little bit too much money. All right, I think that's everything for this round. Okay. It is exclamation point fund X, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. Is that what you have in the thing? Yeah, fund letter choice amount. Yes. So we have an observatory, a prison, a grand bazaar, a monument, aqueduct, and a theater. Let the auction begin. No. Oh, just wait. Just you wait, Wisp. As soon as tax season rolls around, the tax man cometh for the north. What's up? Yeah, I know. Let's see, we have an observatory and an aqueduct. I guess that aqueduct is to help boost farming for that fervor. We gotta get rid of that aqueduct. Get that aqueduct out of here. All right, what do we have? We have a grand bazaar Hell yeah. And then we have an observatory. Okay, lowers faith, but you know what? I like space. I like space. All right, thank you for the that bazaar, Lulu. I'm gonna have to find a way to get you a little bit more money. Get you a little bit more money for your loyal spending. Your Majesty, it's important to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I'm not interested. Are you sure, Your Majesty? The nobles will be most upset. Surely it behooves you to look at some point. Wait, I need an heir in order to win the game. I could just straight up be like, no. Then what happens? Is it just game over for me? Not any. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? I don't know, Lulu. You got to. I'm looking at the Grandies and their high amount of defiance. I might have to marry a Grandie wife or husband, I guess. Oh Jesus, what's going on in the East? Grand events. The East has experienced a terrible famine, Your Majesty, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the South. And they're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They've turned to begging. The streets of southern cities are crowded with eastern vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up the precious southern streets. They need help, not judgment, but will the council give it? All right. What should be done about the refugees flocking from the east to the south? A. Distribute grain amongst the starving peasants of the east? I need to raise a lot more money before I can do that one. B. Fund the local city watch to deal with beggars. C. Close the roads out east. Or D. The monarch will personally hand out bread to refugees in the south. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna veto that one that empties out my treasury. Because that's no good. But, I guess I don't know. I like D, but that 50-50, I've been doing better. From what I recall, I've been doing better on these coin flip options. So, I'll veto A, but I'll suggest voting for D and giving me a shot at a coin flip. I can be bought. Yes, get you a hot goth wifey. Yeah, I mean that's kind of been the plan all along. We'll see if it works out better for me in this game than IRL. You can just undertax them and they will be fine. That's true, but also my money is I need to boost my treasury a little bit. 1500, all it takes is one bad crisis and that 1500 is wiped. Alright, let's see. We have closed the roads out of the east, and the monarch will personally hand out bread to the refugees in the south. Wisp, I don't know what you were trying to vote when you voted there, but you did not get your vote in. You want to try again before I close the voting out? I just texted you. It's not time important. I thought I replied to your last text, but didn't hit send. Okay, I'll check it in a second. It looks like closing the roads. Closing the roads means sending soldiers out into the countryside to build barricades. This diverts manpower from keeping order within the east itself. Riots are widespread. Alright, trade in the east is poor. Stability is unstable. Okay. Meanwhile, the flow of refugees into the south barely slows. They just abandon the roads and take the perilous journey across the hills and forests instead. Tensions heighten between the counts and the grandees. Oh, great. We have food riots going on too. What's going on in the east? Your Highness, the famine in the east grows worse by the day. Riots are breaking out in all the major townships from Rudgrad to Bialkazav. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do? Well, I'm too poor to import mass amounts of food from Tablin and Kurth. And the Count should buy up surplus grain from the Gandhis. I guess, Lulu, you're too poor for that. Send an army to control the riots or order grain supplies be diverted from the south. Shit. I'm gonna cast a vote here myself. I'm gonna vote for A. I'm gonna vote for A, even though I'm not sure if that's even a good option. Oh, Lulu, your friend is a famous taco chef? Oh man, it's unanimous for sending the army. That makes me concerned that it wasn't the right choice. I'm concerned now. Here's hoping for oh, god damn it. I knew it. I was like, here's hoping for a good dice roll, but no. Such is not the case. Unfortunately, it's not just the peasants who are starving. When the hungry soldiers are ordered to attack their fellow citizens, they opt instead to cut down their commanding officers and join the riots. The riots rage for weeks until multiple eastern cities are ablaze and every granary has been ransacked. When all is said and done, the East is a shadow of its former self. Oh boy. And nothing has been resolved. The peasants are still hungry. Well, shit. I want to lower that defiance, but holy shit, does that... It just takes money, so much money out of the... I'll end up lowering the Grandee's Grandee's Defiance, but then what'll end up happening is if I do this, the North's Defiance will go up. But I need to remain. I'm losing $200 doing that.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Hey, Honda Taco, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, Wolf of Tacos in Miami. Okay, shit. I mean, if you guys are whipping up tacos over there, send me an invite. I want to be invited to eat some tacos. He is in town cooking for a couple of places, which he had planned to do for a few months. The hurricane just happened to hit when he wasn't home. Oh, I got you. It's like you mentioned tacos and she was summoned. Alright, what am I doing here? I need monies, but I need to lower some defiance. I guess I'll just keep it flat. I'll keep it flat. Doing good. I'll be better once you're no longer in power, tyrant. I mean, this isn't even my original guy. This is an usurper from the east. I have found 3 potential matches. Oh, wait, you joined, didn't you? Oh, you're on the Grandies. Okay, yeah. Oh, you have a lot of money too. I should have taxed your ass. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Alright, let's see. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Marta, firstborn daughter of the Northern Maniacal Toaster clan. Beautiful, isn't she? Apparently she's also exceptionally well-mannered and agreeable for a northerner. I've heard she spends most of her time playing cards or making wagers with friends on hangers-on. She was already engaged once, but it didn't last. Nobody's sure why. This is Vostok. This is Vostok, the eldest son of the Eastern Lulu Deadly dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for this portrait. He bought a controlling interest in a silver mine in the east and made a killing. He's obsessed with his family's legacy. Okay, well, I like the silver mine thing. And finally, from the south, the Sabino, the eldest heir of the haunted Taco lineage. They're reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, they claim to put their faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and they've got grand plans by all accounts. They want to change the world. Okay. I gotta pick the Grandies, because if I pick anyone outside of the Grandies, they're gonna be primed to rebel. Alright, Sabino. How are you? I'm doing alright. Just hanging in there. Chill night. Let's see, we have Winter Feast, and we have the Horde Strikes Back. Okay, let's do this one first. Grandi Nausicaan, Your Holiness, the Hordelings, they've returned. The soldiers we sent only got rid of them temporarily. They've taken over my vineyard again. Those little bastards are impossible to kill. Never mind that, Your Highness. Your Highness must act quickly to alleviate the spoon shortage in the south. Spoons are disappearing all across the region. I'm sorry, spoons? It's no laughing matter. Have you ever tried to eat soup with a fork? It's simply impossible. Alright, call a vote. What could be done about the missing spoons in the south and the Hordeling attack on Nausicaaan's vineyard? Pivot the south's industry to make more spoons? Burn down Grandi Nausicaaan's vineyard to destroy the Hordelings? Order a hunt for the missing spoons? Do nothing. These matters are trivial. You know what? We've already tried. I'm voting to burn his vineyard down. I mean, fire is always a good option. As a pyromaniac, I usually opt for the fire option in general. That's not going to help my trade initiative, but then nothing about this is going to help my trade initiative. So let's just burn shit to the ground. That's my vote. My vote is to just burn it all to the ground, right, Suki? Oh, Suki. Okay, well, fine. Do nothing. Tied at 2. Pivot the South's industry to make more spoons, or burn Grandee's Nausicaa's vineyard to the ground, destroying the Hortlings. Well, you know what I already voted for, so there you go. I vote to burn your castle to the ground. You can try it, Vince. You can always try it. No, that's not what I was asking for. That vineyard is my livelihood. But an infestation of Hortlings is no single person's problem. If they were to spread, they could ruin more and more homes and businesses across the South. The vineyard, and half the hillside with it, is lit up like the sun. Oh, Nausicaa's wealth is nothing. Trade is now dynamic. It's lowered a little bit. And farming is fertile. That also lowered a little bit. Once Grandee Nausicaa's wealth goes up in smoke, it's not long before he's turned to begging on the streets of Aranjar. Most peculiarly, you find a horde of missing spoons in the burning wreckage. It seems the Hortlings were collecting them. Oh, man. From a noble to a beggar, Nausicaa didn't have much of an option. Those Hortlings have already plagued us for 2 sessions, or 2 seasons. They needed to be dealt with. I also vote to burn his castle down. I just didn't have a reason to vote. You could always vote just for the chaos of it. Alright, let's see what's going on at Winterfeast. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Haunted Wisp. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along the tables, groaning under the weight of the food and ale. Welcome, Your Majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. It is customary at Winterfeast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? Oh boy. A casket overflowing with sapphires, an axe with an emerald-encrusted shaft. Okay. A champion warhorse. Some fine silk pajamas. I'm gonna go with a champion warhorse. Look at that beauty. A fine addition to my stables. Thank you, Your Majesty. So, Chief Haunted Wisp wealth has increased. Not that he didn't need any more money. And the treasury has decreased a little. Hey, first time chat from VDiz Foshiz. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. You have joined with the Chiefs. Lulu, still standing alone in the counts. Why are you screaming, Lulu? What's going on? Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Welcome. Hey there, welcome to the Chiefs. Alright. After that, well, I'm glad that the my lights didn't come back on. There we go. A equals, I was telling you to vote A. It raises trade. Oh, I thought you were just yelling. Damn, alright, well. I have a feeling my trade goal is going to end up being tanked anyways. What with the food riots of the east and the Grandees being burned to the south. I think my trade initiative has pretty much gone up in smoke. Lol, I love the GIF alert. I love the alert GIF. Thank you, thank you. This is a weenie dog friendly stream here. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of old days, and a lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are extremely, extremely drunk. A little merry, stone cold sober. In reality, I would be this option. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's get shit-faced. The Chiefs appreciate how much you're getting into the spirit of things. They roar with laughter at your mumbled joke. Someone claps you on the shoulder so hard your crown falls into your beard. As winter feast draws on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall turns ruckus. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall getting into a fight, taking part in a contest, leading the entire hall in a song. This is turning into like The Witcher 3 when you go to Skellige and start brawling with people in their hall. Do I want to get into a fight or do I want to sing a song? This guy doesn't look like the fighting type. He looks like he knows a few ballads from the East. That's fair. It does look like a scream. Whew, let's get shit-faced. I mean, I'm already shit-faced, but am I getting into a fight shit-faced, or am I leading the entire hall in a song shit-faced? I think I'm getting into a fight shit-faced. In your drunken haze, you tell a joke that might have been construed as a little insulting to one of the chief's peasants, or one of the chief's present, and his mother. Oi, say that one more time. I'll batter ye. The chief is so drunk you're not sure he realizes you're the monarch, or perhaps he's just too far gone to care. Ask your honor guard to intervene, run away, or accept the challenge. I'm always gonna step up to the challenge. You wanna throw hands, bitch? Let's throw hands, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. The whole clan hall grows hushed as you stand up and ball your hands into a fist. Then with a roar, they surround you and both begin chanting, fight, fight, fight. Fight honorably or fight dirty? Oh, am I gonna be Bronn from Game of Thrones? You don't fight with honor. No, he did. It seems like fighting dirty gives me my best chance. I only have a 5% chance of victory if I fight honorably. Oh boy. The Seahawks started 3-0 and are now 3-3. Did they lose tonight? I mean, that's the way it's going for a lot of teams. Like, my Bills started 3-0 and now they're 3-2. You know, they got the Jets on Monday night. Sounds like an issue in skill. Fight shit-faced for sure. King should take part in a contest to submit his superiority. Oh no, we're throwing hands. We're throwing hands here, but I feel like I need to fight dirty. This guy's not. Look at his face. Look at this smug, snobbish face. This is not the face of a man that fights honorably. Although I feel like these guys aren't gonna like me being a dirty fighter. You know what? I mean, what's the difference between 5% and 20% chance, honestly? what's the difference? I'm gonna fight honorably. I am gonna fight with honor. You throw the first punch and V-Diz for shiz absorbs it with a grunt. Then he punches you back and everything goes dark. Oh shit, he laid me out. You are revived by a splash of cold water. The Chiefs are clapping on the back, congratulating you for fighting honorably even if you did lose. Alright, V-Diz. The next morning, the Chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. You wake up in an even worse state, sprawled onto a table, your clothes disheveled. Even worse, your crown is missing. Fortunately, Chief Hauntedwist comes to your rescue. He gets you washed and finds your crown before any rumors can spread. Thank you. Hiding your embarrassment, you bid farewell to the Chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Man, I just showed up there and got shit-faced, started fighting people, got laid out, did a walk of shame back to the capital. Alright, that's not a bad outing. Lowered some defiance too. Good, that gives me a little bit more leeway. Gives me a little bit more breathing room. Just a little bit. Yeah, the Seahawks lost 36-24 to the 49ers. Okay, well, I guess maybe they kind of tried to make a game out of it. Do I get money for that? Did anyone bet on me? No, I don't think the North is all about that betting life. Coolest king ever. We'll see. We'll see. Things are a little precarious right now. Swing vote, royal gamble, or call for unity. +1 stability if more than 50% of the nobles vote for any... You know what? I'm gonna get that one. Get rid of that reverse voting. Oh, what the fuck? An angry mob? Let's do the royal wedding first. Your wedding to Sabino is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sabino at your side. Do you take this person as your lawfully wedded spouse? I do. And I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. Okay. After the wedding, of course, there is a feast, and after a feast, a dance. At the feast, your new spouse Sabino delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. But at least stability went up a little. That's good. Lowered some defiance. Alright, things are kind of stabilizing a little. By the time you find yourself alone with Sabino, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion that was. A shame that tradition demanded we married in St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I can assure you, the temples down in the south are much grander. I hope you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not, I never get homesick actually. I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, you know, the kingdom looks after itself. Sabino immediately changes the topic to talk about something they are more interested in. I am just a humble follower of the Ninth God's teachings, and everywhere I look I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens. I can't wait to laugh at them from the thereafter. Oh god, I married an utter twit. I don't think I'm gonna be saying that one. You know what they say, happy wife, happy life? I'm not gonna start off calling her a twit on the wedding night. It is, isn't it? Anyways, to continue on the subject, you gently fall asleep to the sound of Sabino droning on about themselves. Oh boy. Like an average Philadelphia sports fan. Philly sports fan, not enough batteries and snowballs. You know, it's not cool, organized religion. Yeah, but I needed to lower the defiance of the grandees there, so I'll deal with some organized religion if it backs them off of me a little bit. True, but there's a lot of drinking, fighting, and losing. Boo, we hate cathedrals. Hey, SOS dude. Hey, what? Okay, first time chat from SOS dude, but then I also missed some other stuff. Why wasn't my chat scrolling? Dang, East has it hard, huh? Yeah, East is kind of going through it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Let's take a look at the new roster. Okay, SOS dude is a part of the counts, and Auto Gamer Z, yo, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night as well. You join the North. As if the North didn't have enough going on for it. And this is my daughter. However that happened. You mean you aren't a religious fanatic yourself, Taco? I penned you as a religious fanatic from the start. Wow, you just really light up. This game always seems to, what? This game always seems to bring in new viewers. Good, I'm not alone. Extra, yeah, you finally have somebody hanging out in the East with you. There's two of you now. No, we Northerners could use all the help we could get. You've got too much help. You've got to look. You've got like almost 8 grand. About 8 grand between the 4 of you. I should loot all of you. Forget taxing. I should send my honor guard. I should send my honor guard to the south to mug all the nobles and bring that money back to the treasury. I can't say that I am. I used to be. Oh, you... Okay. Well... I won't hold that against you, Taco. If they're like me, they love King of the Castle, and an added bonus is finding cool streamers. I would like to think that I'm a cool streamer. I don't know. I'll leave that judgment to you, but I would like to think that I'm something of a cool streamer. 8 grand, schmate grand. Like, I'm fucking broke. I'm a brokey for a fucking monarch. I need that money. I'm salivating at this right here. It's time to get those taxes up. Where's tax season? Your defiance is low enough for me to raise those taxes. Did you see how I kicked your ass at the festival? You could certainly try to rob us. I said I would send my honor guard. I would send the honor guard. I'm not going down there for that. But my femboy army with the roses will do it. Well, if y'all are looking for cool streamers and King of the Castle, you found it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What up, man? Having a good night in game? I am. Yo, what's up, Catchion Kelly? Watching on YouTube. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hey! Auto Gamer Z, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard. I don't know why that keeps cutting off my light, but let me go turn that back on here. King of the Castle, do this, do that. Oh, Toaster, I thought you passed out in a bowl of cereal. You've been missing all the votes. That's a very long horn. It's an appropriately sized, appropriately length horn for the majesty of weenie dogs frolicking in the meadow, so I would like to think that it's an adequate size. I zoned out. If your honor guard is anything like you, King, they will get their asses handed to them. Possibly. I mean, they are from the East, and my guy is from the East, so, I mean, there is that connection, but also, the last time I sent the Order of, what is it, the Order of the, is it Order of the Flaming Rose or something like that? The last time I sent those guys out into battle, they like went bloodthirsty and they like slaughtered a whole bunch of people in like a violent craze. So I wouldn't count them out. I wouldn't count them out. I've been zoning out a lot lately. Well, hopefully the zoning out helps the doomerism. I shouldn't be talking so much shit. I'm gonna get my team taxed so hard. Well, just wait for that tax season, but let's see if I can make it there first. I don't like the looks of this angry mob. One morning, as you make your way to the council hall, a mob of furious peasants surrounds your carriage. They pelt the windows with rotten fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong with the kingdom. Down with the monarch. Okay, sit tight and wait for your soldiers to sort it out, or poke your head out the window. That sounds like a really bad idea. That sounds like a really bad idea. You got an angry mob surrounding you. You're just gonna stick your head out the window and be like, hey, what's going on out here? But I think that's why I'm gonna do it. A well-aimed tomato splats your forehead. You dug back into the carriage and wait for your soul. Well, at least it was just a tomato. At least it was just a tomato. The soldiers have difficulties, however. Protect the monarch. Protect the... His words are cut off as he is dragged from his horse and beaten into a fine paste. The growing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth. Where do these guys come from? Like, what's pissing them off? What exactly is pissing these guys off? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Your Majesty, make a break for it before they can tip the carriage over. We'll stay here and hold them off. The knights raise their shields and form a ring around you, sheltering you as you scuttle for safety. Stones rain down like hail, but you make it back to the palace unharmed. Call a council meeting. Count SOS Dude, or SOS Dude. whichever it may be. This is an outrage, Your Highness. First riots and looting in the capital, and now attacks upon your royal person. Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid. The rule of law is broken down. The peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights. Yes, but we obviously can't allow that, so... Wait, why? So what do we do? Oh, best way to control the riots. Declare martial law. Round up all the rioters and hang them. Holy shit. Let's give them everything they want. Emptying out my treasury entirely. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a brutal situation. I don't know how it got to this point. Dude, curiosity is too powerful. Tomato +1, authority -1. You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. Everyone is about to get a number. Paid ambush from us chiefs? Never. This definitely feels like something was astroturfed here. Clearly, the only reasonable response is to firebomb every village in sight. They threw rocks at you. Well, you know, I think I'm gonna veto give them everything they want, because that empty, that leaves me with 50 gold, which, you know, I would be a disaster. I would be a different disaster. All right, let's just stick with that. Oh, boo, it'd be cool. You'll get your money back at taxes. I wouldn't get nearly the amount. First of all, I don't even know if I would survive. I don't even know if I would survive to tax season, honestly. Like, I'd be zeroed out somewhere before tax season. I'd have to sell my artifacts and my heirlooms, and that wouldn't get me as much. So, oh shit, everyone in the council's bloodthirsty. Round up all the rioters and hang them. All right, let's... Whew. All right, let's see how this goes. Uh-oh, we're killing peasants. Well, it succeeded, I guess. Your soldiers face heavy resistance.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
Yeah, there's definitely some Butlerian jihad going on right here. Well, that's not the one. My Dune lore is slipping my brain. I forget. Thank you. Your soldiers face heavy resistance from the rioters, and hundreds of your troops are killed. Jesus. Others desert to avoid fighting their own fellow citizens. All right, so that succeeded. The militaries north of the military of the north has diminished by 1. Military of the east has diminished by 1, but they're now helpless. Military of the south has diminished by 1, so they're helpless. But the result is inevitable. Hundreds of peasant corpses hanging from gibbets left to rot along the Monarch's Road as a dire warning. The riots die down. The common folk are terrified, but there are fewer peasants to work the fields. Alright, farming is dropping across the board, but stability has gone up from 5 to 2, and my authority has gone up from 6 to 7. Industry's collapsing? What the fuck is happening in the East? What is going on with you guys? Why are your industries collapsing? I mean, never mind that. I mean, never mind the fact that I just slaughtered a bunch of y'all. I mean, get your industries up. Get your money up. Y'all are gonna get the people even madder. No, it seems like that may have worked. It seems like that may have worked. It's almost as if killing all the people results in less workers. I mean, that is a chilling side effect, yes. Less workers and less soldiers in your army. The East is in a sad state. Yeah, zero trade, zero farming, zero military. They've got a lot of faith for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the East. We gotta get things going over there. I mean, we didn't we build a trade bazaar? I thought we built a trade bazaar. That's the north? Oh, well, it's in the north, but it looks like it has the color of the East on the flag. So right now, we in the north need to reduce faith everywhere. But yes. I don't know, you can't shh that. I mean, it's right here. We can see what you guys need to do. And I guess you've done it. Everyone knows, but I like to pretend this is some secret ploy. When I first started playing this game, I was wondering if there was a way to like hide intentions. It doesn't seem like there's a very good way to do that, but I wonder how it would play if you didn't know what other people's intentions were. At least we have military. The East has the East just has thoughts and prayers. Hey, but you know what? From what I've been told, thoughts and prayers are all you need, so we'll see what the East can do with just that alone. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest has risen in the north. Businesses going bankrupt, mills shutting down.
No surprise there.
People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. Aye, oh, Chief Auto Gamer Z. Aye, my investments have all gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other chiefs. We must find a way to lift the north out of poverty. Oh shit, y'all lost a bunch of money. Well, except for Wisp, he's still loaded. Everybody else, you all been turned into brokies. Anonymous voting? I guess I've never done that one. Only real way is to cover one side of the screen. Yeah, I saw a streamer do that before. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll experiment with that somewhere down the line. Okay, what should be done about the economic depression in the north? Bail out the bankrupt businesses. My treasury's too low. Provide jobs digging ditches and building roads. That's what I like. Yeah, that's called a guaranteed universal jobs program. And I've always been in favor of a universal jobs program. You know what we need in our kingdom? What we need in our kingdom is high-speed rail. We need a very complex, large system of high-speed rail that connects all of our major cities. So that's a good jobs program that I would be in favor of. Yes, let's do that one. Mass unemployment, easy fix. Turn them into soldiers. I mean, that's the American way right now. Tell the peasants to stop buying so much turnip toast. Okay. I'm gonna vote for jobs program. Let's get our country back to work. You know, we're gonna build a network of high-speed rail. It's gonna be great. Ad? I don't get the pop-up that warns me about the ads right now. I don't know why. No bailouts for the rich except if it's me. Why are we so broke? Bail me out and me alone. I don't believe in that. I believe in a guaranteed jobs program. We're gonna build these high-speed rail networks, okay? We're gonna get our Shinkansen going. Could set up a profile on Streamlabs just for this game and add some blurs and stuff. I do that when I stream Eve. Yeah, but Vince, I'm lazy-ish. I'm lazy-ish. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just that whenever I'm not streaming, I'm doing a lot of other things that doesn't involve my stream. I just uploaded my the thing I'm doing for Halloween this Halloween season is I'm doing the horror movie reads, or the horror short story reads, and I just uploaded the first one on YouTube yesterday. I recorded it, edited it, and uploaded it yesterday. And I started writing the trip I started writing the script for my Santa Fe travel trip. Travel trip? Why can't I speak right now? I started writing the script for my Santa Fe travel vlog, is what I meant to say. So, like, I think about it because I still have the browser tab open for that program you told me about, Caster Labs, for the chat thing. I have that open still, and I want to look into it. But honestly, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm doing everything else outside of streaming. So I would like to set up a Streamlabs scene where I have it specifically laid out for King of the Castle and can hide stuff like that. I just need to find the time to actually do it. All right, I say jobs program. What say you? What say you, Suki? What say you? You're just gonna sit there? Why are you looking at the lighter? You gonna burn this place to the ground? You better not. You better don't. You better don't. Oh, I gave you a little bit of a pet. Now you just want me to pet you all night, huh? Oh, I got you. Here, let's get your screen time. Say hi to everyone, Suki. Alright, she's bewildered. She doesn't know what she's looking at. There. Now you paid your rent. You can go back to staring at the lighter. Okay. Alright, jobs digging ditches and building roads. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Conscription time. I would say hang the I would say hang the business owners, but apparently that's considered heresy or something. I guess it depends on who you suggest that to, Toaster. Caster Labs is okay. It seems to disconnect more than I'd like, but it's good. Twidget 2 for bringing up individual chats on screen. But apparently Social Stream Ninja is what a lot of people use for that. John Campio's producer was talking to me about Social Stream Ninja. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll look into that one too then. Hey, succeeded. Hell yeah. Across the north. I feel like I need like some industry music. I need some like Bruce Springsteen working man music. Across the north, you set the unemployed to work. Building roads, bridges, churches, anything to keep them occupied, develop some skills, and put some cash in their pocket. It's a startling success. The North's dying economy is revitalized. Hell yeah. Stability is civil. Trade in the North has gone from 0 to 3. The chiefs, however, complain that you can't just give work to the peasants. They should earn it the old-fashioned way. Oh, fuck off. Where's my hammer? I'm gonna deal with these nobles the way they need to be dealt with my hammer. Defiance is grumbling. Yeah, well, get ready for tax season, you assholes. I'm a king of the people. I'm a king of the people. I saw my people struggling and I was like, you know what? We're gonna get to work. Now they're out there building roads and ditches and churches and shit. They're having a good time. And I got some nobles jumping up my ass about, no, that's not the right way to do it. Not in this kingdom. Authority is 7. I've got plenty of rope left from hanging all those rioters. The Legend of Oddheld's Horn. An ancient legend is resurfacing in the north, yet the chiefs can't agree on where. Chief Toaster. Oh, Toaster, you've got... For a Northman, you got a fancy-ass little mustache going on there. You got a mustache and a little beard. You look like someone that should be like part of the Grandies or something. It's a fancy lad. I'm telling you, my aunt's second cousin dug up a horn not long ago that looks just like the carvings. Chief Wisp, your aunt's always digging things up. I have it on good authority that the horn is somewhere in my lands. The sagas confirm it. I've told you 1,000 times, Haunted Wisp doesn't mean hornblower in the old tongue. It means blower of... Oh, enough. Getting a little spicy there. If we're to recover the horn, we must earn the gods' favors, and while you two bicker, our enemies in the Ninth Church grow stronger. The chief's aim is to lower all religions. The chief's aim is to lower all regions' combined faith to 12 or less. A legend of the South. The prophesied Knight's Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ah, taking the form of a humble noble known as Zeremia, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills, or so the grandees claim. Zeremia is making strides, this is Vince. Zeremia is making strides feeding the common folk, but it won't be enough at this rate. You're right, she's promised a cornucopia for the people, but so far the harvest has been lacking. If Zeremia can't deliver a miracle, we'll have to. The grandees' aim is to raise their farming to at least 5. Oh, well, close. Yes, close there. Getting close. Alright. Season's End. What? A new plague? Missing spoons and the good word. Oh no. Glory days pass you by. Give me my money? With the wink in the young girl's eyes, glory days. Wait, are you singing a Springsteen song? What are you gonna tax? We didn't make any money. You still got some money. I can still tax you. You've still got some money there. Chief's gods, I think you should revolt. The East will need those thoughts and prayers facing a plague on top of being entirely devoid of resources or military trading. Yeah. I'm not ever really given a lot of good options to deal with the destitute nature of the East. They're just kind of sitting there with all zeros, and I'm not really given an opportunity to do anything with them. Vanja, my novelty spoon has gone missing again. Come to think of it, a lot of our spoons have been disappearing recently. I've noticed that too. Clearly some fool's idea of a prank. We need to find them and get my spoon back while we're at it. Lock up spoons outside of mealtimes. Search the castle. Someone must be responsible. Throw away the rest of your spoons out of spite. Lock up the spoons after... I mean, do we have those little growling things around here? Search the castle. You search up and down the castle for any traces of missing spoons, but find nothing. Spoons continue to go missing. Oh, what? You forbid the cook from preparing liquid meals? What the fuck? How does that make my authority go down? Missing spoons? Really? That's gonna cause the authority of the kingdom to go down? That was lame. Let's see. Salutations, Vanja. I've had an idea. As you know, the people of the South are quite pious. As a member of the royal household and avid adherent of the church myself, I thought I might go back to my homeland for a time and take the opportunity to preach in your favor. You mean make me some kind of a saint? Not exactly. I mean, unless they really start to like you. But support for the church can't be a bad thing, can it? Go forth and teach them to love me. Wonderful. I'll make preparations immediately. Word spreads fast that the royal consort is planning a tour of the South. Thousands flock to the towns and villages where they plan to stop. Once they arrive, Sabino gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, preaching at length about your good standing with the church. Oh, that succeeded. It strikes a chord. The spy master happily announces your popularity is rising all across the region. Hell yeah. Hey, got my stability back. Got my stability back a little bit, and the defiance in the South is lowered. Okay, that wasn't bad. The East, we have a plague. The South, we have a crisis of spoons. Capital, well, the South had a spoon crisis too. It seems like the South and the capital have spoon crises, which makes me suspicious of what's going on in the North and the East. If you guys want to revolt, I mean, you don't have the defiance. You don't have the defiance to, so you're just gonna have to sit there. Okay, let's see what's going on with the fucking East. Your Highness, the East has been struck with the plague, and it's not. Oh, it's the dancing plague one. Oh, we're broke except for one guy. Our king is amazing. He only got drunk and kicked out of White Castle twice last year, and I heard he could lift a bottle with his ass cheeks. Incidentally, the peasants are very scared of the priest. You just had to get you had to sneak a White Castle reference in there, didn't you? Why aren't you dancing then? I haven't been infected yet, of course. Otherwise, I would not be here to risk spreading it to your majesty. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Okay, what should be done about the dancing plague that has gripped the East? Quarantine the affected villages? Pass a law that forbids dancing? Oh, that's footloose. Let it be. How bad can dancing be anyways? No more spooning. Lifting bottles with ass cheeks is definitely a skill. Devin, I have so little. You have so little. All you ask is to make the occasional White Castle reference. Who doesn't love White Castle? What? Okay, Vince. All right, where are you at? Where are you at? Why? I'm the king. Why can't I just execute someone? Vince, I should drag you into the town square and publicly hang you for that clearly bad take. White Castle better than Crystal? I'm taxing Vince specifically. The rest of the grandees, you're fine. I'm taxing Vince specifically to the tune of 3,315 gold. Or I'll just give it to Nausicaan. I'll take all of that money and give it to Nausicaan. Bad take. It's the bad take tax. And saying that White Castle is better than Crystal is high on the list of bad takes to be taxed over. All right, what do I want to do? I feel like I want to veto the whole leave it alone thing. I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to leave it alone. I saw what happens when you leave it alone already. It's not good. So I'm going to leave that be. Just don't get infected and you won't get arrested. It's that easy. Crazy thing is, it's a real situation. The dancing plague of 1518. Yeah, I read about that on stream last time we had this. The dancing plague. It's theorized to be a type of mass hysteria event. Several people died. Yeah, it was a legit thing. I think it only lasted for a few months. I mean, I say that like that's not a long ass time, but that's a pretty long ass time to be fucking dancing yourself to death. Exile street quarterbacking. I wish that was an option. I wish that you could just exile someone like that. They need to make an expansion pack to this game where the council can like randomly call up votes to exile people. I'm a New Yorker. I've only heard of Crystal just now and therefore can have no opinion of this, but I doubt Crystal has Captain Can't Eat at Crystal Man. I mean, that's... You know what? I will say this for Captain Can't Eat at Crystal Man. Crystal's is a chain, mini burgers, micro burgers, sliders, much like White Castle, except for it only really exists in the South. So as a chain that only exists in the South, your Crystal Captain Can't Eat at Crystal Man, or Captain Can't Eat at Crystal Man, that has the adequate number of Ks that you would expect to find in a Southern establishment, so you might be wrong there. In real life, they sent the dancers to a mountain shrine to pray. That must have sucked. I don't have an opinion on fast food, I just like my monies. I've never actually had Crystal, as we don't have it in Missouri. Was just joking. I miss it every day. I miss Crystal every day. I'll open the vote. Yes, I was lingering. I was loitering. Voting is open. Whoops, not yet. Excommunication DLC. I want excommunication. I want being able to just randomly call for someone's execution. Shit, wait, this might be a great villain. The villain, the foil to Candy That White Castle, man. I've never had crystals. I am from the Netherlands. Oh, well, yeah, this is American. This is American gut rot we're talking about here. Oh, but Crystal Burgers are so good. God damn it, you guys are making me want crystals again. Are you sure there's not one close to me? And by close, I mean like in Houston. I would go 2 hours east to get some Crystal Burgers. All right, let me finish this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by those delicious, delicious burgers. The peasantry and nobility are unhappy with the new dancing band, which has earned you the moniker of Maudlin Monarch. Okay. Worse still, it doesn't slow the spread. No matter how much one is flogged or fined, they continue to dance. Soon your bailiffs are dancing along with them. Okay, well that did. So we just beat the shit out of some people. That's all we did. We just took that as an opportunity to beat the shit out of some people. Just tax one person. That would also be a good idea for the expansion. The ability to just single out an individual noble for taxing. For fast food, I stick with my local pizzeria. Pizza with chicken donar. Oh, yeah. If you're in the Netherlands, then I imagine you have some really good Turkish donar, which I don't think I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had any Turkish food, to be honest. BRB, I have the hungers. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Like, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here with the Crystals website up. I got the Crystals website up, and I'm like, where is there a nearby Crystals? There has to be one somewhere. We'll just put Texas. No results? I gotta go out of the state for this thing? See all locations. Wait, what? Show me all my locations. No, not nearest, just any of them. Just show me any of them. Give me the map. Atlanta? That's where they start me off at? Oh god, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I'm never gonna eat Crystal Burgers again. If they got me like my starting off point is Atlanta. Well, their breakfast is garbage. Why are they showing me their breakfast? I don't want your breakfast. Give me your... They used to have this, like, you can get like 20 fucking burgers all at once. Where's that 20 burger deal? I want the 20 burger deal. I don't know. It's changed, and it's not available for me anyway, so I guess I probably shouldn't be too concerned. I really want some right now, though. I really want some Crystal Burgers right now. That would be a good stream snack, because they're just tiny little burgers. Just pop them in like Pez. Just pop them in like Pez. Never had cookout either. My girlfriend grew up in Tennessee and said it's great. I've never even heard of that. You're making me want shawarma doner. Yes, I want that too. Not the same thing, but I am giving myself the hungers too. Yon road trip to Crystal when? I don't know, man. I really want it. I really want it. Because it's been years. There used to be one in Killeen, about an hour and a half north of me. And that was the last time I had it, but that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Did I just get Mandela? What? Mandela? Mandela from what, Lulu? You're starting off pinpoint as Atlanta because you just did A to Z. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. It was never Crystals. It is just Crystal. I think it was just Crystal. But I think people just pluralize. If something is singular, like if a location is singular, then I think people just kind of pluralize it colloquially for some reason. I'd imagine there's some in Arkansas. I don't know. Maybe. There might be, but really, like, the stronghold of crystals is in the deep south. You know, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, I think. I haven't heard any of these places, so you could tell me that Buffalo Billy's, Captain's Burgers and Fries, and Bleep Blorp's Alien Cuisine are all real chains, and I'd believe you. Well, Bleep Blorp's Alien Cuisine's actually pretty good, Taco. You should try them out. I wouldn't crap on them just because you haven't heard of it. OMG, it is Mandela Effect. Lou is like, I know I saw them here. You just got Nelson. I don't know if I ever called it Crystals or Crystal, or I think I remember it as Crystal, but I've always said Crystals because just pluralizing it like McDonald's. I don't think it was ever McDonald. It was always McDonald's. So I just called it Crystals. It's like Aldi. People call them Aldis? People call it I've never heard that. I've never heard Aldis. I've only heard Aldi. Nope, I checked. None in Arkansas. I've got some crystal in my RV if y'all need it. Hey, Vince. I guess my mission for you, Vince, and maybe I'll spare you the taxes. Find me the nearest crystal that I can go to. Oh, it's auction time. Okay, so the Chiefs have a bazaar and a stadium. Counts have a monument and observatory. So fucking useless, Counts. You guys need to build an aqueduct or something. You gotta get your farming. You need an aqueduct and a bazaar. Get your farming and trading up. Come on, Counts. What are you doing? Grandies can do an aqueduct or a librarian. Or a library. Librarian. You could fund a librarian. Alright, auction starts now. I have only heard Aldi's. Really? You've only heard Aldi's? I've only heard Aldi. I tried to help you, but Crystal's website is blocked in the EU? Wait, what? Why are they blocking Crystals in the EU? They're like, no, Europeans are not allowed to find out about our delicious burgers. The map of locations on their website is showing 0 crystal locations worldwide, so maybe we all got Nelson about their existence. Wait, are they saying there's no more? You're saying there's like none ever showing up? What is our goal? Let's see, where are you at? You're a Grandie? Fervor, you're trying to get your farming up. Yeah, you got to get your farming up. Grandies has a library, and the Counts have an observatory. I'd do a librarian depending on who she was. There are 7 crystals in Mississippi. Ooh, but then I gotta go to Mississippi. That's rough. That's a rough one. UGDPR is privacy regulations. Means Crystal isn't complying and the blocked access for European visitors. Oh, okay, I see. They're being scumbags, which isn't surprising. Is Crystal a government conspiracy? Yon News Network exclusive? Shit, man. Maybe I should do a deep dive uncovering the secrets of crystals. Apparently, they have a website that's like selling your data or some shit. They're Mandela affecting everyone with their name. And they might have a racist supervillain in their employ. Nice, we got what we wanted. Chiefs, thank you. Haunted Wisp for carrying us. Oh man, he's got too much money. How much money do you have now? You dropped 1,800 and you still have 26. Everybody else in the north is broke as shit. In fact, most people are except for Taco and Vince. Nobles have too much money. Gotta do something about that. One-way trip to get some fast food. You know, well, the honest, actually, so I've been thinking about doing some trips, not in the near future, but in the near-ish future. I want to go to Florida. I want to visit Royal, and I want to ride their high-speed rail there. If there's a Crystals in Florida, I will definitely add it on my list. I do want to go to Atlanta too, in order to, you know, just visit the city, but also my cousins. But, you know, if there's not one there, then I guess there's nothing I can do about that. But if there's one in Florida, I'll definitely go out of my way to get there. There's just no reason to go to Mississippi. No. I think we are comfortable and well off, not unfathomably and disgustingly rich. Well, you guys are broke. It's Taco or it's Wisp that has the money. Oops. Closest Crystals is New Orleans. Oh, you know what? All right, this is risky. This one's risky here. My best friend is going to New Orleans in a couple of weeks. She and another friend of ours, they have tickets to the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. She's been excited about that shit for like a year. She's going there on the 25th, I believe. Now, I wonder if I can get her. To buy me some crystals, like a bunch of them. Like get a cooler and get a bunch of crystals. Like I'll Venmo her the money. I'll be like, here's $100. I want $100 worth of crystal burgers. It's gonna be a lot to think about. I am curious, as king, you can select a partner of the same gender if you go with a commoner. Does the game still allow you to wed them? I've never wed a commoner. But I've had spouses of the same gender, you know, from everybody else I've chosen. There are plenty of crystals in Florida. That's all I ate the first year I moved out. I was 14. Okay, that's awesome then. Florida is the place to be. Wisp money trickle down, trust me. No, crystal lasts about 2.5 minutes. I'm fucking eating frozen ass White Castle burgers from the grocery store freezer. I'll reheat a crystal burger if I need to. Awesome. I'll have to take that pass some time when playing. Okay, interesting. That's weird. If I go to Crystal's website, it doesn't show the New Orleans location, but if I Google New Orleans location, it shows up. Okay, so Crystal's website is just broken then. It's official. Their website sucks. Crystal's doesn't even make it on the ride home. If you're like a mile away, you got to eat in the car. Well, that's another great thing about Crystal's Burgers is they're little micro burgers. You can just eat them in the car. You can eat them riding a bike. I've only married women. You can also have a biological heir somehow. But I typically just adopt an orphan. I think that's also one thing I haven't done is adopt an orphan. Your marriage to Sabino has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it has blossomed into something like love. Oh, really? This goth kid from a destitute kingdom is actually growing affection for this religious zealot? Oh, I didn't even notice. VDiz for Shiz hit me with a sound the horn 26 minutes ago. As well as a cat cam. Well, the cat cam is a little out of commission. Next time they're in here, I'll give you a peek, but it's been a while since I've sounded the horn, so I guess I can do this one. All right. Oh man, it's been a while. I need to practice with this thing more. All right, I've got my Viking horn here. Hold on a second. This is gonna take a while. All right, 1 second. All right, I got the tone a little bit.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
All right, that's the best I'm gonna get it. Ooh, I'm getting lightheaded. All right, that's the best I'm gonna get it. There you go. The horn has been sounded. Whew. Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is not typically what people mean when they say they're horny.
Hey, we got the dad jokes rolling out. Oh, hell yeah, it's an actual horn. I thought it was a sound effect. I've got a sound effect too, but I like the actual horn. Blow the horn, Chiefs. So I finally got Crystal website to list by state. There are 2 in Jonesboro and West Memphis, Arkansas. Well, I mean, if there are some in New Orleans, I think that's probably closer to me. Just imagine you're about to go into battle and this guy is in charge of the horn and everyone else is just standing there like, yeah, I'm definitely not the guy they should get to blow the war horn. Those are 10-ish miles from here. New Orleans is 7? Wait, what is the N-word redeem? Toaster, surely you have enough channel points to figure out what the N-word redeem is. West Memphis is where my son is from. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Or maybe I did and I just forgot. Arkansas? Arkansas? Arkansas. I never understood why it was pronounced Arkansas and not Arkansas. I just assumed Arkansas would be closer, but yeah, I guess NOLA is closer. Yeah, NOLA's closer to me. I have another 100 points. I could redeem it again. Force Yon to blow a blood vessel. Well, we want to be nice to me tonight. But also, actually, I don't know where the damn thing is. I have another horn that's much easier to blow, but it sounds like shit. See, here's the thing. I'm white, lol. Well, I mean, I put the reward in there for a reason. I have 64.9k points. I would have figured you'd have more than that by now, Vincent. Yeah, West Memphis is where his high school was taken out by a tornado. Oh, shit. Arkin heard, Arkin felt, Arkin understood. It was really named after Kansas, so most Kansas people call it Arkansas and not Saw. Yeah, I don't know where the Saw part came from. I've been thinking about Arkansas pronunciation for a while. Can't even? You're having a lot of fun with Arkansas pronunciations. Toaster, redeem that. Redeem the N-word. Redeem the N-word. It's high. That's probably a crazy thing to hear me demand. Out of context, that's probably a crazy fucking thing to start screaming at someone. Redeem the N-word. Redeem the N-word. But, you know, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. Let's see. If I have a child with my spouse that takes the,
I had a long debate with a techno-anarchist and a socialist once. The techno-anarchist's point was something about how humanity would return to a nomadic system under it, and my push for it was that I'd be able to dig a pit in Central Park, lay in it, scream, and no one would call the cops.
Okay. I guess. I don't think I don't know what a I don't think I know what a techno anarchist is. What is a techno anarchist? I have an idea of what the N-word is. That was a statement of sorts, somehow. That's par for the course for random toaster non sequiturs, but I'm a little... Techno-anarchist point was about something about how humanity would return to a nomadic system under it, and my push for it was I'd be able to... So you were advocating for what the techno-anarchist was based on your ability to scream in a ditch. Okay. Imagine how freeing it would be to be able to scream in public and not get in trouble. You can scream in public and not get in trouble. Kind of. Techno-anarchists are against all forms of technology except like stone tools and shit. Oh, those people. Okay, well. Yeah, never mind on that. Only because you mentioned it before, but for the sake of surprise of others, I will withhold my knowledge. Oh, jeez. Redeem the N-word! Redeem the N-word! Oh, boy. That's that's yeah. You know, a part of me just wants to. A part of me wants to play it just so that you. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. If you want to figure out what that, if you want to figure out what the N-word is, you're just gonna have to push that button. You're gonna have to push that button. Just imagine if you walked into like your work or someplace and everything is normal, but then like on the table off to the side there was like a big red button, and right on that big red button it just said N-word. What would you do? You had to sit next to it. You would press it at some point, wouldn't you? Wouldn't like the curiosity of it drive you mad at a certain point? You would at least wait. You would wait until you were the last one in the office. You would look around, make sure that none of your coworkers are still there, and then you would hit that button. You most certainly could scream in public and not get in trouble. People do it all the time in Boston. Look, if they want to live like that, I say power to them. I just have no idea how they live like that, because the government legit will not let them. I've heard of some like communes that, you know, anarcho-primitivist, which I guess, is that the same as a techno-anarchist? I know of anarcho-primitivists that kind of adhere to that sort of ideology. The government will let you live like that in certain areas, I think. You can't just do that in the middle of a city, but I think that a lot of the anarcho-primitivists that I read about usually like are either way off in the wilderness somewhere, or they go to like indigenous like reservations or something. I legit wanted to go do it for the plot, but I don't have the points. I feel like the interview... That's also shocking, Lulu. I would have assumed you would have had the points, too. I feel like the interviewer, Samuel L. Jackson, was pressuring into saying the N-word. I didn't see that. He was pressuring an interviewer to say it. It's probably the same techno-anarchists. We got all these fancy terms for the same group. Yeah, I'm just used to anarcho-primitivist. You could totally do it in a city as long as they don't catch you. Or as long as you don't, like... If you're just screaming into the void, people will just ignore you. But, like, don't scream into someone's face or something like that. Like, you can't actively, like, harass people. Youngest cousin. I think if I do youngest cousin, will that keep it in the East? Will that keep the lineage in the East? Because if I have a child, then I think that child is going to be... I don't know. I'll have a child. Oh, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. I got 23K. I spent like 10K on getting knighted on my birthday, but we realized it wouldn't fit. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You wanted to get VIP'd, but it didn't work for some reason. Speaking of screaming in public and not saying bad things to people, also has happened plenty in Boston. Boston is just one of those places. All right. Trouble in the sewers. Chief Architect. This is the first time I've seen this guy. Your Majesty, there are a horde of hordlings in the sewers beneath the capital. They're the ones who have been stealing our spoons, and not just the monarch spoons either, but the whole cities. What should be done about the hordling infestation in the sewers? Send the monarch's honor guard to root them out? Use toxic gas to fumigate the sewers? Block off the sewers and leave the hordlings down there? Not that one. We're either gonna gas the joint or we're gonna send the femboy army to deal with it. Including the N-word, lol. I have a comedy sketch idea, and it's about Warhammer. Do you know Warhammer stuff? What very little I know of Warhammer was, you know, from talking to either you or Gons about it. I don't know shit about Warhammer besides that. Which reminds me, I think I'm like past the midway point of Bolt Gun, but I stopped playing Bolt Gun for some reason. It looks like techno-anarchism is using technology to empower people to self-govern, and anarcho-primitivism is to regress in technology and deindustrialize to achieve anarchism and self-governance. So two opposite ways of achieving anarchism. Okay, yeah, anarcho-primitivism is the, you know, return to monkey state. And I guess techno-anarchism, which I hadn't heard of before, that's more of using, that's like a kind of cyberpunk sort of lean on anarchism. Speaking of the N-word redeem, you do not want to know what Malamars used to be called here. They got taken off the shelves for a few years and recently returned with a less offensive name. I believe I know that. There was a period of time in my life, many, many years ago, where I was I was interested talking to e-dating, I guess, some girl from the Netherlands. So like I learned a lot about the Netherlands then, including that weird holiday where everybody dresses up in blackface or some shit. There's some weird stuff going on in the Netherlands. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I do recall, and I think there's also like a Swedish cookie that is somewhat racially tinged, which is interesting. I'm brown, but I'm not black, but racists tend to not be sound of mind. Oh, of course not. Mustard gas? Oh, the toxic gas won the day, huh? I should have guessed that would have been the case. You bring in an expert toxicology and an expert in toxicology and rat infestations.
There's no surprise there.
Once he sees the bounty you're offering, he happily gets to work rolling canisters of toxic gas into tunnels. A few days later, however, the only things the gas has killed are a few unlucky peasants who happen to live above the drains. What the fuck? The Hortleaks simply revive themselves. What the fuck does that mean? After the gas is clear, they continue wreaking havoc on the city. They are clearly more resilient than the fumigator's usual
May
prey.
Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
I like that sound. That sound bit is... You know what? Royal still hasn't heard me use that. She needs to get on this stream so that I can play that for her. Surely nothing will go wrong with option B. The Dutch are the worst with that. Glad Malamars are now just called kisses. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Netherlands and all that shit, but
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we have...
Oh wait, I think I know what the N-word redeem is. I mean,
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
I like that one too. Wait, that's what I thought it was. I was wrong. Go ahead and redeem it, Toaster. Hit the button, man. Kant Sos dude stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to the other as they speak. The plague, your highness, it's spreading. Why, I think
The
I'd better...
N-word. You know what the N-word is? It's... No. It's the nuclear word. He mentioned the N-word.
That is probably my favorite Trump clip ever. Probably my favorite one. The N-word! You know what that word is? No. The fact that he said no. He that was at a rally. He was at a rally. So when he goes, the N-word, you know what that is? somebody in that crowd said the other N-word, in which he had to go, no, 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 nuclear.
There's no surprise there.
How the fuck are we letting this guy become president again? Hey man, it's not my option. It's not my choice. It would seem outlawing getting sick did not work. I guess not, this guy. I have a feeling that SOS Dude is about to get a number. I feel like SOS Dude is about to get a number here. My favorite Trump clip is where he was talking about oil in Saudi Arabia, then just started babbling and did a moan in the middle of his sentence. He does that a lot, where it's just like random moans or grunts. Like, what the fuck happened to that one? Probably honestly shit himself. Weren't there 2 black dudes sitting behind Trump when he said that? Oh yeah, there were like 3 black dudes sitting behind them. And they got a little concerned as soon as he goes, the N-word! You know what I'm talking about? And they were like, And then when he goes, nuclear, they start laughing. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, so I'll be somewhat okay. I wouldn't bet on that. Except for finding out that I don't get to vote in 4 years, but Jesus fuck people. There was, and they looked at him like, oh no. It was one of the first clips of Trump after Biden started getting critiqued of his age, like about a year ago. Don't seem to be able to easily find it. I mean, there's just too much media over that dude. I still love the clip from the debate where Kamala said this former president. Sag. Oh my god, I just saw the clip. It's amazing. Oh, you found it that easily, huh? My brother has moved to being full-on pro-Trump, saying Trump will stop the genocide. Oh, he's fucking out of his mind. Out of pettiness. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that is supreme wish casting. I mean, I'm gay and an immigrant, so I'm looking forward to my jail sentence and deportation if I survive. Well, luckily you're up in the mountains of Colorado, so they'd have to go out of their way to find you, I imagine. Found the TikTok skip to 27 seconds.
Trump's glitching is getting...
Hold on a second. I want to listen to
Obama.
this. 27 seconds, huh?
Me, I hear being. Boom, this is me. I hear being.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your.
Well, we have many of them. I
Wait, what?
purposely
Heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your.
Well, we have many of them. Boom, this is me. I hear being.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia.
I can't turn it up any louder. I want to turn it up louder.
And Russia will repeat your.
Well, we have many of them. I purposely mix up like a name like Bert Brain. You know who Bert Brain is, right, Nikki? With Nancy Pelosi. And perhaps most importantly, we are a nation that is no longer admired, respected, or listened to on the world stage.
It's impossible.
Who's that? What did he say? Respected?
We are a nation.
I don't know. That moan. It almost seemed like he was defeated. Like he was just like.
That just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your.
That definitely sounded like he gave up. And he was just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't finish this sentence. Oh boy, sounds like a turtle fuck show. Turtle fuck shoe. He's a tired old man now. Not old enough, clearly. I want this election season to be over with already. I want it to be over with. I'm not a Kamala fan. I become less of one every single day, but like, you know, if she wins, I could at least take a little bit of a vacation from paying attention to all this shit, and then get right back to, you know, raging against her bullshit. But I just want a little bit of a break. I want a little bit of a break from all this. It's so fucking dumb and annoying. All of it is really annoying. Me too, I'm tired of it. Snooze that oncoming ad here. We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be It's kind of like the noise he makes. He makes some weird noise too when in that clip of him being like, hold on a second. This used to be your redeem too, but I can only have so many.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
You hear that? You hear that at the very end? For whatever reason, he just goes, oh, I'm gonna come. Oh. Like, why? What was the context of that weird noise?
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
Why? What was the context of that weird ass noise? He's just like an expert at just weird noises and grunts and sounds. It's weird. At least she's not Trump. I don't like either of them, but there is a lesser of two evils here. Yes, there is. I don't like Kamala either, but I do think Walz has been pretty stellar. They neutered him. They neutered my man. I loved Tim Walz as a governor, but they turned him into like a fucking clown. And they don't even talk about... I love Tim Walz because as governor, he had no reservations about passing like incredibly progressive legislation by 1-vote margins in the Senate, in the state legislature. Like, he had a 1-vote majority, and they just started cranking out progressive shit left and right. He was signing all of them, and they were partying, and it was great. That's why I like Tim Walz. And I like that she picked him because I thought that, oh, okay, this is going to be, they're going to attack him for being a progressive. He's going to have to defend progressive policies. That's great. Let's talk about progressive policies, because when that happens, that makes Republicans look bad. That makes conservatives look bad. That makes Democrats popular. Like, the progressive policies are popular. Raising the minimum wage is popular, you know? Like, expanding Medicare even to cover more people is popular. Obviously, single-payer healthcare is where it should go, but for some reason, this country will never get there. Like, all of that shit is good. It is just demonstrably good. And I thought that picking Walz meant that they were ready to have that fight, but they did the opposite. They were like, you are never going to talk about anything you did in Minnesota. You're just here to be like a country bumpkin mascot, which is the worst usage of him. The absolute, because he's a phenomenal communicator. Like, it's not just that he did progressive stuff, but he is a phenomenal communicator advocating for those progressive policies. Like, a better salesman of it than like Bernie was, you know? which is what, you know, his appeal was. It's why so many people were excited when that decision was made. But they just neutered him. It's really frustrating. I just took the last of the edibles I had, but it was a full one. I'm about to lose my face. Oh my god. Wait, Toaster, do you have to work tomorrow? First past the post voting is a horrible, horrible system. Yes, it is. I never voted before 2016, and I made sure to vote against Trump, same with 2020. It's annoying that there are like 3 elections in a row where we have to deal with this fucking guy. Waltz doesn't have any stocks or anything, which is awesome. I fear for his retirement, but it's awesome. I think he has a pension or something. I think his retirement will be fine. Waltz just isn't that strong in debates and interviews. I think he's great in interviews. He's not good in debates, but I think he's great in interviews when he's allowed to just defend progressive progressive policies. Waltz mentioned achievements in Minnesota 6 times during the debate, twice recent Kimmel interview, and several times over other recent media appearances and speeches. Throat's drying out. Waltz did have better talk about the policies in the debate, at least. Vance just kept parroting the same lines and point. Yeah, but he's not great. Waltz, and he said it right up top. And he was right. He was right about it. He's not that great at debates. But he's much better doing media appearances, and he's much, much better, like, you know, at rallies and stuff. He should do more town halls. Maybe not enough and not enough subjects, but he's definitely still mentioning it. I hope I don't have to work tomorrow. Why did you take a full fucking edible if you don't even know if you have to work tomorrow? And so many lies for Vance too, like holy crap. Fact check debate for Discord I'm in. Wait, what? I fact check debates for Discord I'm in. Oh, okay. Well, shit. You must have carpal tunnel then when you cover Trump and Vance debates. Vance did worse than Trump. I got this new Marvel vs. Capcom collection for my Switch emulator. Beat 95% of the Punisher arcade from 1993 during this stream. Damn. Alright, you're multitasking like crazy over there. In his debate regarding being factual. I mean, JD Vance is just, like, the worst type of person. The worst type of person. Like, he was initially, like, he was very liberal. Like, elitist liberal. And he used... Oh, I'm in an ad break. All right. I think the ad break is over. All right, I think the ad break is over. Maybe it's because he's a governor, so he doesn't have to debate as much as a legislator like Vance. That might be a part of it. But he was, I mean, before he was a governor, though, he was a congressman. He was in the House. Because I am sad. God, when Trump wins, if he dies or something, Vance becomes president. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that's like a worst case scenario. Because he's just vacant. Like, he doesn't have any real ideological beliefs. He's just a fucking puppet for Peter Thiel. 68% of Trump's statements I reviewed were substantially misleading or false. Only 68? That's lower than I thought it would be. For Vance during his debate, it was 73. Don't put that evil out in the world. 73 is about where I would expect it to be at. I mean, just earlier today, Trump was out there at a rally talking about how they take your kids from school and they give them sex changes and they bring them back and they're a totally different sex. He's been talking about like just crazy shit that is on the face of it insane. Like, I don't understand. And as he was saying it, I'm like, you know, these people know that that's not true, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They know it's fake, but they're going along with it because, you know, their guy is saying it. And they think that their guy saying it is going to push him closer towards victory if everybody supports him. So they're all just kind of going on with it. I'm not putting anything out there. We got less than a month of this election and Harris is trailing behind by like 10 percentage points or something at this point. It's just goddamn over. She's not trailing by 10 percentage points. The polls are all over the place. Like, in states that she has no right to be trailing in, she's trailing by like 3 to 4, maybe 5 points. I think she's behind 5 points in like Michigan, which is criminal. But that was the latest Quinnipiac poll. Quinnipiac polls are suspicious. You know, they're often a little off, but you know, there are enough other polls that are of varying degrees of either ineptitude or competence that it's enough to cause concern. This election shouldn't be this close. It shouldn't be this close at all. Like, the fact that it's close is indicative of how much people dislike Trump. Like, people dislike Trump so much that her shitty campaign still has her in the game. So, she's still in the race, but it doesn't need to be as close as it is. And it's just close enough to where she can lose. Like, it's electoral college rule still, so all she needs to do is lose a couple of key states and she's done for. And that's how it is for Democrats. That's not, I mean, like, I saw a chart that showed the percentage likelihood of a Democrat win versus a Republican win. Electorally speaking, once you get past a certain percentage of the popular vote. And for Democrats, once they lose a certain amount of popular vote that's like just shy of like 50%, their likelihood of losing the election skyrockets. But for Republicans, they can go much lower below the 50% line and still win an election, which is like, that's the hard mode of Democrats winning via the Electoral College. So like, even though she's still doing generally decently against him, it's the pathway for defeat is still very, very much so present. For Kamala, it was 21%. For Vance, it was a single statement. For context, sorry, Wall's not Vance. Okay, I was about to say, it's like, what? Polling right now is kind of crazy because different pollsters are doing sampling adjustments in very different ways. Demographics, vote share, last election, vote share in midterms, and political affiliation aren't lining up. Yeah, that's why a lot of polling is just kind of scattershot. Quinnipiac, like the university in Connecticut or something? Possibly. I didn't know there was a university called Quinnipiac. I just know it as the pollster. So each pollster takes a different combination. B door is broken, gotta go let the kid up. Oh, okay. Hey, I may be out of hope, but I really, really want to be wrong. And if it starts to look better, I'll be happy. That's pretty much where I'm at. I've heard doors like that too. If it's not locked, a stiff breeze will open it and let the dog out. Oh, that's terrifying. You gotta fix that door, man. And there's only been one president that served non-consecutive terms, Grover Cleveland. That's a fun presidential factoid there, Vince. I appreciate that. Grover Cleveland. Oh shit, okay, the polls I was being shown differ from this other one. So it might be outright wrong. I feel better, so I'm just gonna go back to panicking. Well, hopefully that edible keeps you from panicking too much. Right now, I am basically seeing, like, either Kamala wins and there's a good chance of a trifecta. I won't feel good about it until it's over. Yeah, there is a good chance for a trifecta. I mean, Senate races, I mean, everything down, that's why I'm saying it should not be this close. Everything down ballot, the Democrats are doing gangbusters. Like, if Trump wins, there is a possibility that Trump wins and Democrats take, you know, at least the House, maybe the Senate too. Like, there's a possibility that the Dems can win Congress and Trump wins the election. But right now, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, I don't know how that would happen, but you know, the fact that she can't take advantage of Democratic popularity on a state-by-state basis is just proof that she's running a shit campaign. Or she loses and Trump does the same. Basically depends on which side of the polling is erring too. He'll run again in 2028? No, he won't. No, he won't. He won't have the juice for it in 2028 if he survives that long. And he's already kind of hinted about, like, if he loses, he might leave the country. Which, you know, that would put him as a flight risk considering all of the fucking legal cases he has against him. But I'd be willing to cut him a deal. Like, okay, we'll drop all charges if you're excommunicated from the country. Get out of here and don't ever come back. Cleveland was the 22nd and 24th president and won the popular vote in 3 elections. We'll never be rid of that wicked twit of the West. I like that everyone in the picture is dancing and smiling even though it's a plague and they're gonna die dancing. Well, the funny thing is, like, it's formal dancing. They're doing, like, ballroom dance. It's not even like, oh, my limbs are moving and I can't control them. It's not like that. They're, like, doing the whole ballroom dancing thing. So they're just having a good time. They're making it a formal thing. Imagine if Tester loses Montana and Republicans get denied the Senate due to Osborne pulling out a banger in Nebraska. I am all for Osborne in Nebraska. Like, I don't want to jinx anything, but if that dude wins, then that is like the biggest fuck you to the Democratic Party. This whole notion that you have to become like a rabid right-winger in order to win in like rural areas of the red states. Like, Osborne would be a direct contradiction to that, you know. So I'm rooting for him to pull it out. Welcome back, Lulu. And what's up, Gabe? If not, they're at least going to face justice. Remember when people thought Harris would pick Hillary as her VP? God, there'd be no hope at all. Exactly, 10 lashes for four-stepping. Yeah, why aren't we punishing these people? I thought we have a law in place. Get them out of here. Yeah, get out of here. It's a bit late for that, Your Highness. Half the kingdom's infected by now. You need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. Hire a wizard to sort it out? I didn't know that was an option. I mean, I can't do that because I'm fucking broke, god damn it. Order the nobles to hide in their castles and wait it out. Infect the nobility as a show of solidarity. Hell yeah. Come on, nobles. We can all do this. We could do this, nobles. Let's make this a dance party. Let's turn this struggling kingdom into a fucking rave. All right. I think I may be wrong, but I think this might result in some numbers being doled out. This might result in some numbers being doled out. Not everyone is keen to show solidarity. Still, it's the best way of showing the peasants that you're all in this together. Defiance is boosting. You dance your way to the council chambers every day, then dance your way to dinner, then dance back to bed. In your sleep, your feet do a little jig. Eventually, the plague runs its natural course. Now, though, even the hint of a jaunty tune sends half the population into a frenzied panic. Many will never dance again. Oh, man. Never dance again. After this vote, I do have to go. Alright, well, you know what? Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And thank you for joining the stream, joining the community. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you in here. It sounds like you're as... it sounds like you're as politically in tune as I am, which is a tragedy. It's a real tragedy. So, occasionally I will do streams over politics. If I feel punishing enough, self-punishing enough, but I hope to see you in here again. Hope we could talk more about the election and all that kind of stuff, or just play some more King of the Castle. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. I don't even remember how my interest in U.S. politics started. I mean, I know a few people who, you know, live in other countries that just have that. I think it's just because American politics it's globally impactful and it is universally insane. Like, it's a reality show, but a reality show that, like, affects the world in a profound way. So, in a certain sense, you know, you gotta pay attention to it. I forgot to vote again, but don't worry, I have no horse in any race. I live that wild card lifestyle. Well, fair enough. Oh, I could raise taxes. Who's got money? The oh, Taco. Holy shit, you've just been sitting there hoarding your wealth, huh? Well, boom, taxes. What did the counts look like? Not much. Wisp has that money too. Bam, taxes. Alright. If it's illegal to dance and we infected all the nobles, does that mean we should have all been fined? The Grandies are rich, 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 yes, and I taxed them to the best of my abilities. I should be a politician. I'd change my vote on a goddamn dime, really keep them guessing. Anyways, have a good one, and as a wise man once said, Russia and... what? Russia and... okay. Bye. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you next time. This is clear Eastern count bias? What are you talking about? This looks totally fair to me. This looks totally fair. Invasion? What the invasion? Is this Ashmead? Is this the Ashmedian Empire?
I don't know how I have money considering my spending habits. But ever since being banished from Ye Silver Fort, I have been saving a lot. Incidentally, I heard that new folk hero Lord Can't Eat at Silver Fort Man is very sexy and totally hung like a horse. I hear he has a six-pack.
I don't know what any of that means. Alien invasion. Let's see what's going on with this invasion. Grandy Taco, your holiness, we're being overrun. Not by sword or spear, mind you, but by lampreys. What? Lampreys? A particularly virulent breed of Salish sea lampreys, to be precise. They must have been introduced by a careless trader, but now they're feasting on local fish and there's no natural predators to stop them. The council must do something. What the fuck is a lamprey? What should be done about the invasive lampreys overtaking the south? Introduce a new species to prey on lampreys. Leave this be, it's just nature taking its course. call it great culling to deal with this. Make up a story about them being a Kurth delicacy. Oh, that's weird. I like that. I like doing the weird things. I like doing the weird things. Let's see what happens if we tell everybody these things are a delicacy. Yeah, wild card. Let's do some chaos shit. Like, no, these things are totally a fucking delicacy. I have one joke and it always ties back into White Castle. Damn, Toaster put the edibles down. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're fucking seeing deep space right now. We should eat the lampreys. Lampreys are metal as fuck. I don't even know what they are. They are like teethy leeches. Oh, jeez. And the simplest explanation. The C or D are good choices. All right, looks like we're gonna make up a story about them being a delicacy. Hey, the authority challenge succeeded. You spread a myth about lampreys and their nutritional value, as well as the greedy Kurth anglers who covet them for their acquired yet refined taste. Not only do the grandees make a tidy profit from this intrepid gastronomist, they also have a bountiful new food source, even if the lampreys are a little slimy and very full of teeth. Look, I made you guys some money. Oh, Jesus. You guys made a good deal of money. Farming is now fruitful and defiance is aloof. No, that was awesome. All right, we did some psyop shit. Fish? How terribly 1033. No one cares about fish anymore. All right, everybody's eating teeth leeches. Let's fuck with the ecosystem. Introducing new species never went wrong. Lampreys have visible teeth, and I don't know if they have eyes or not, but you can't see them. Yeah, they are like a... What? They're like a colon with teeth? What? Oh my god, really? That's what these fucking things are? This is fucking terrifying. But I mean, it just kind of looks like an eel too. It's like an eel with a lot of teeth. These look like fucking Daggerfall monsters. There are some crazy fucking creatures in the ocean, man. There are some crazy creatures in the ocean. What happens if a sea lamprey bites you? A bite won't be fatal, but it can be painful, and an untreated wound could lead to an infection. Well, that's the same with any kind of wound. Sea lampreys don't pose a threat to people. They aren't interested in us, and human bites appear to be rare. In the native environment, the Atlantic Ocean, lampreys don't often kill their hosts. Okay, so shit. There's too many weird-ass creatures living in the ocean. I think we're all better served not knowing about them. They're so cool. They scare the fuck out of me. I'm too fucking high for this. Sorry, I didn't mean to send you down a bad trip. It's a big frickin' leech. But I wonder if you eat them, are they just like eels? Are they just making calamari down here in the south now? That's why I won't go in the water. There was a really bad movie years ago with the River Monsters guy about lampreys going on a massive killing spree. Trypophobia. What is trypophobia? Probably crazy shit they haven't even discovered yet in the ocean. Oh, there's a lot of that. They're still discovering stuff down there. Human bites being rare is extra good because there's little chance of eating a lamprey with human blood in it. No, dude, I want a bad trip. Well, maybe we should just turn this game off and watch some crazy-ass deep-sea documentary. They kind of taste like liver.
One time I got so high that my brain visualized all of reality being a white sphere floating in darkness, and I was a little piece of it almost falling off and falling into the void, and I think that was my own brain trying to will itself to death. Was horrifying, and honestly that's really metal.
That... If that's a real experience, then it's kind of... It's not surprising. If that's a real experience, then it's not surprising. The random and insane nature of some of your non sequitur comments.
What's up, jerks?
Arms shortage. Your Highness, the situation in the south is dire. The city watch in many of our cities is understaffed and now crime is rampant. Even dueling has dwindled as minor nobles take up other hobbies like knitting and insect collecting. We must bolster our dwindling forces of the south. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? I don't have the money for a mercenary group. Conducted extensive southern recruitment campaign. Forced farmers to join the southern military. The south has no need for soldiers. Leave them be. Well, in the interest of maintaining stability, I'm gonna veto spending everything in our treasury on a mercenary group. But I'll leave the rest to you guys. I hate liver, haven't had eel that tastes like it yet. I remember when I was a kid, I used to like beef liver. I'm game for a docu. I was just joking about the documentary, but hey, maybe some other time. In another life, you would have been an oracle or a seer of some sort. My brother once said he saw Shiva when he was on acid, destroying and rebuilding souls. I think about that. It honestly explains why my brother's politics are a fucking roulette wheel. You guys are having crazy, like, Morrowind visions when you get high as shit. No wonder you love that game. Conducted extensive southern recruitment campaign. Oh, it's tied. Forced farmers to join the southern military. That brings down the farming of the south. What is their thing? Okay, let's do that then. Let's wreck your farming. Mercenaries. Liver can be alright. That's what I think, but I haven't had it in a while. These damn grandies are gonna win at this rate. Conscript the farmers. We cannot let the grandies win. Well, that was my thinking as well, so get those farmers in some armor. I think forcing farmers into the military is almost always a negative unless you make it the whole system like the Romans did in the early age. I mean, I've personally killed Devin a few times. Yeah, the grandies suck. I mean, their battle nuns are awesome, but pressing peasants into military service is a tradition dating back hundreds of years. It alleviates the arms shortage in the south and hopefully doesn't create another. Okay, so farming goes down from 6 to 4. Military goes up to 2. Alright, that's not bad. Contested wreck. An opportunity, Your Highness. A Kurth ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Kurth vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the old gods. In fact, look closer to it's closer to our city of Birgit than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Your Holiness, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Oh, man. What should be done with the cursed shipwreck in the waters between the south and the north? Allow the grandees to salvage the ship? Allow the chiefs to salvage the ship? Salvage the ship, but return any bounty to Kurth. Leave the wreck alone.
In super ancient Rome, like when they were a democracy, Soldiers were also farmers, and their own weapons doubled as farm tools. They kept this going for centuries, cause when the soldiers knew the work to keep the farms going, they also cared about the farms cause they're farmers. When soldiers and farmers were separated, boom, instant class warfare.
I got a text-to-speech history lesson in the Roman Empire. Interesting. One time I tricked him into a sense of security that took him out to sea and kicked him off the plank and watched him suffer. Now, I remember that. The plank walk. What you will find is that I have the cash but can't keep going because I have an appointment early tomorrow. What time is it? This is in our exclusive economic zone. Your Majesty, it would be so cool of you, and we're broke anyways. Yeah, the Grandies have a lot of money. That is true. The Grandies don't need this extra wealth, they're rich. Also, I was zoned out, so I don't know the context of this, so wild card it is. Especially now that Haunted Wisp is leaving. Alright, I'm opening up the voting. Salvage the ship but return any bounty to Kurth? Why do you guys want to return the bounty to Kurth? Allow the chiefs to salvage the ship. What? But it's our waters. Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? The operation goes ahead and yields a great bounty for the chiefs. Spices from Atesh, Salish pearls, and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. Hey, money went up a little. Hey, you guys got, I mean, Wisp got very rich, but you guys got a little bit of cash. You got a little bit of cash going on there. Alright, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Yes, I knew those extra hands would come in handy. Chiefs voting block for the win. Yeah, I guess it helps that you had all the extra hands, although Auto Gamer Z bolted. Although this is probably a good time for me to call it too, anyways. Let's do one more. Let's move into the next season, and then I'll. Oh, I want this one. Monarch's Golden Choice. Let's see if I can start bribing people. Wait, what's going on over here? A peasant uprising? I'm so sick of these goddamn peasants always rioting. Well, we're relatively rich. We have monies. You have a little bit of monies. You have a little bit of monies. Wouldn't say rich. Only Wisp is really that in the north. How do I leave? You don't have to leave anything. I think this is a pretty good stopping point for me too. So I think I'll pause it here, and then we can resume this on Saturday. Because for those of you new to the stream, I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday. I probably won't stream tomorrow though, because I'm trying to do all this other stuff. I'm gonna record another audiobook reading, and I'm gonna work on my Santa Fe video. So I'm probably not gonna be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Saturday. And I'll probably be playing this again on Saturday. So same time, around 9 p.m. at night. See, where's my thingamabobber? Oh man. We can eat, rejoice. See you all. Thank you for the dreamy, steamy stream. Good stream, good job. Thank you, I appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for hopping in and playing.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we.
Thank you. Thank you. I am the greatest. I never see anybody wave like this outside of EVE Online. That's old school. That's old school. Same tyrant time, same tyrant channel. I'm not that much of a tyrant. I still require the council. I still require the council. So, you know, there's that. See you all on Saturday. Yes, I will be streaming again on Saturday. Probably not streaming tomorrow, as mentioned before. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna play King of the Castle on Saturday, but it is Halloween season. I started playing Resident Evil Village, and I actually do like that game, but there's another game I want to play too that I just bought. I bought it the same time I bought Resident Evil Village. I don't know when I'm gonna give this one a shot, but I really want to try this one out. Because this shit looks creepy as hell, but it also looks interesting. I think last year my horror game of the season was World of Horror. My holes. Okay, that's kind of a weird line. I will say this game has some pretty creative art direction. Darkwood. Yeah, so at some point, what, crunching koalas? That's a very cute name and a cute icon for a company that made, well, maybe they're because there's this other one, Acid Wizard. I don't know which one is responsible. If it's the cute little koalas or if it's, I guess it's Acid Wizard. I don't know what crunching koalas are then. I guess it's Acid Wizard. I guess it's their only game too. Oh, jeez. Okay, so these guys are also fucking tripping their balls off on shit. Anyways, that's a game that I'm definitely gonna play at some point. Probably next week. I'll probably do that next week. And I don't know where Lulu is. I guess she's AFK, but I'm gonna see if she wants to come and play King of the Castle IRL with me again next on Saturday. So hopefully we can have a big King of the Castle party then. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back on Saturday. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, and I hope to see you all again on Saturday. But if not, then I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everyone.